Hey team, today we're going to unpack one of my favorite quotes, and that it is, pain is temporary. It may last a minute or a day or a week or even a year, but eventually it'll subside and something else will take its place. But if I quit, it'll last forever. Lance Armstrong. And before I get into unpacking the quote, some of you might be thinking, Lance Armstrong? Let me tell you a quick story. When I crashed in 2005 and I broke my back and both my legs, one of the people that I used as fuel to get through that was Lance Armstrong, among others. And the reason for that was that he overcome cancer. He had then come back to win the Tour de France a number of times, and at that time in 2005, he was one of the top competitors. Since then, it's come out that he was a drug cheat. At that time, I burnt the shirt that I had of his, and I got really upset. Since then, however, I've watched his second come back from devastation of being a drug cheat, and now he's launched a successful podcast, and I really admire his ability to come back and to move forward and to keep moving forward. And so no matter what anyone says about him, I don't think you can take that away from him. So at the time, yes, he's a drug cheat when he won all those Tour de France's, but you know what? So was everyone else. He was just the best at it. So that's my point of view. Up to you to have your idea on whether you think it is. However, still one of my favorite quotes. So we're going to unpack that one today. So here's the thing. Don't quit when you're injured. Don't quit when you're down, mentally or physically. Don't quit if you fail. Don't quit if you're unmotivated. Instead, get back up emotionally. Find a way to move forward. Get back on top. If you're injured, rehab that injury and come back. Slow down your training if you need to, but don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. If you've injured your knee, get to class and do the upper body stuff. If you've injured the upper body, get to class and do the lower body stuff. If you can't do that, get to class and take notes. Okay? But don't stop. Just rehab that injury. Okay? Find a way to win. Okay? Find a way to win if you fail. Find the win in the situation. If you're unmotivated, get motivated. Find a way to get re-energized, get motivated. Because never quit when you're on the downward slope or at the bottom of the valley. Okay? Because when you make a decision to quit at the bottom of the valley, or at the bottom, or in an injured state, or in a mentally incapacitated state, you will ultimately look back at that decision and more than likely regret that decision, because it's made from a poor position. It's made from a weak position. So whenever you're down, whenever you're injured, whenever you're unmotivated, deal with that, get back up to the top. Okay? Because it's from a position of strength that you make the decision. Always, if you get back to the top and then you make a decision that you're going to stop chasing that goal, stop doing karate, stop whatever it is, you make it from a position of strength. You make it from a good place, and rarely will you then look back at that decision with regret. They say that regret weighs tons. So always get back. Now, the other reason that we want to do that is that the problem is when you quit in a low state, when you quit when you're injured, when you quit when you're unmotivated, when you quit when you're too busy, when you quit for any of those reasons, the challenge is you take you with you to the next thing. And you take that same weakness to that next thing. Okay? More often than not, it's a way of thinking, it's some sort of personal ritual, some sort of negative experience. Something has happened that's got you in that low state, and more often than not, it's got nothing to do with the activity that you're doing. Okay? So you take you with you. However, if you get to a strong position of strength, a motivated position, a rehabilitated position, and then you make a decision, then you are strong, and you take that strong you to the next thing, and you get ready to succeed at that. So you don't have to keep doing something forever. It's always okay to change your mind. Just don't quit from a poor position or a weak position. You never want to have to negotiate from a weak position. You never want to make a decision from a weak position. Okay? So find a way to get back to the top and then make a strong position. Let me check my notes. Still want to stop. Yep, by all means, rest if you need to. I think I've covered it all. Keep journaling, keep studying, keep becoming the best version of yourself, and I'll see you in the dojo. Thanks for listening.